Hey everybody, it's Melissa. Tonight's recipe is going to be baked chicken and rice. This was a recipe that I grew up on, and my Aunt Fannie, yes, that really was her name, God love her, made this recipe all the time, and I remember always going over to her house and always having the baked chicken and rice. I'm altering it a little bit from what she originally made. She used white rice, white instant. I use brown instant. This actually happens to be a wild rice that I'm using from Trader Joe's. So there is no right or wrong when it comes to rice. It's really kind of personal preference. Of course, the white rice, higher in sugar, it's better to go with a more whole grain. So that's kind of what I've gone with this. She also used the Campbell's canned cream of mushroom, which is fine. You can use that. I recommend using the healthy request so you're not getting all the sodium and all the MSG, because I'm really sensitive to MSG and I don't think anybody should have it. So if you're going for the original recipe, which that's going to call for the cream of mushroom from the can, you would use 1 can and you would not dilute it. You would just take scoops of it thick, like it comes right out of the can, and it makes it very quick recipe. So if you're looking for something that's very quick to throw together yet to be a really good meal, this is definitely going to fall in that category. I happen to make my mushroom soup because I didn't really want dairy in it, so I used almond milk. The recipe for what I've done will be on the side also, but you can use either one. It's totally up to you. So what I've done is I put 2 cups of rice in here, because the rice is a big hit because it takes on the flavor of the mushroom soup and the chicken broth, and it's really good, along with the onion soup mix you're going to put over the top. So it goes really fast. So I've got 2 cups of rice, and from there it calls for, I usually match it, 2 cups rice to 2 cups broth. I'm going to put 1 cup of broth because my onion soup mix isn't concentrated. So it's going to, alter it that way. If it was a concentrate, then I would go for the 2 cups of broth, just like the original recipe, which is what I have on the site is. But this is the one that I've made, so it would usually be probably 2 cups of broth and 2 cups of soup is probably what a can would almost equal out to if you made it the way it's supposed to be made and took it out of its condensed form. In fact, I think I'm probably just going to go ahead and use all of this here. We're pretty close to it. So what you would do if you're using the condensed, you would put your rice. Then what I would probably do is put a couple scoops or a couple dollops of the mushroom soup mix, just kind of, dollop them all the way across. And then you're going to layer your chicken right over that. If you're using a whole cut up chicken, I usually put the wings in the corner. Just kind of depends on what you're using. Make sure I've left myself enough room. It's a big old chicken. And then if you've got some extra soup, you can kind of, coat the top of the chicken breast with the condensed soup. And then you're just going to take your onion soup mix. You can use a whole packet if you want. I usually don't. For this size, probably a half is what I usually use. It's completely up to you and your taste and what you like. Mix this up a little bit. You want a little bit of a mixture of all the soup, of the dehydrated onions and stuff that are in it, plus the seasoning that always seems to go to the bottom. And you're just going to sprinkle that right over the top. And then it's going to bake in the oven, I would say probably 40 minutes, covered. And then you're going to remove the foil and let it bake probably another 15 maybe. Let it brown up a little bit on top. Actually, there's not too much in here. I'll probably go ahead and use the whole thing. So this is a very, very easy, fast, and really, really good recipe. And we'll be back in a flash and show you what that looks like coming out of the oven. Okay, so it's been about 45 minutes at about 350. This is what it looks like coming out of the oven. I left the foil on for about the first 35 minutes or so, and then took it off so that it could brown up a little bit. And to give you an idea what the rice is like. See, it takes on all the flavor from all the seasoning that you've put in there, and it's really, really good. So this is a really fast, easy recipe, really yummy. There you go, baked chicken and rice.